Hi, I'm Shandy, and today I learned that diarrhea is hereditary. It runs in your genes.
But
Hell yeah.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I'm spooky poopin' in the haunted stall.
Ooh. Ghost poops. Hi, I'm Craig. And why did the ghost go into the bathroom? Because it wanted to scare the sheet out of someone. Oh, dude. And this is Seance With My Siblings, Spooky Poopin' Edition. Welcome to the seance.
Seance.
Ooh. Alright, y'all. We're talking about ghost shits. So. Alright. Oh.
Before we get started, does anyone have any haunted updates?
Ooh, yes, that's a good one.
I can barely hear you, Craig.
Yeah.
You need to talk into your microphone.
That is a good one. I don't have
go.
any ghostly updates from the last time.
I don't think I do either.
No, my
No.
house has been oddly quiet.
Oh, how was your guys' yoga? Or was it a sound bath?
Both.
Both.
It was
Okay, pop
super
off.
good.
Yep.
It was super good.
Yep.
Hell
If I
yeah.
wouldn't have been in a room of strangers, I would have ugly cried during the sound bath.
Yes. It gets
Oh.
intense.
It's
It
intense.
is intense.
If you ever have the opportunity to do a sound bath,
Do
take
it.
it.
I didn't
yeah.
realize how much energy I was holding in my root chakra and my heart chakra and my throat chakra until that time.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's awesome. You
They're-
can feel it in your whole entire
Oh
body.
yeah. You
My
like
hands
vibrate.
got hot.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yes.
That sounds fun.
How do we sound on your end, Craig? Are we loud enough?
You sound good, yeah. I don't know if
Okay.
turning up my mic will make it pick up on like the microphone, or the turning up the speaker will make it pick up on the mic though. But I can like hear you,
Okay.
Okay.
if that makes sense. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do
Alright.
it.
Going.
Sick.
Let's get into
Okay.
this shit.
So the first story I have is titled "Ghost Panic in Bangladesh." So, a government primary school in the town of Pabna had to close down some years back following the death of a student. An 11-year-old girl, she had fallen ill after using a particular toilet, and she died the next day. She had fallen, oops, sorry. Soon after, as many as 10 more children became sick after using the same toilet. A ghost panic ensued, and residents insisted that the school should be shuttered until the malevolent spirit was driven out. At a press conference, a local official explained that an evil ghost had long been rumored to be living in a palm tree at the school. Now, that same spirit had re-established itself inside the bathroom and was responsible for making these kids sick. With the help of others in the town, he took part in a ritual that had its roots in voodoo, apparently, and it worked. And the students at the primary school had no other problems than the temporarily haunted toilet. The malevolent spirit must have returned to its tree.
Okay.
That story,
So they like shut
yes.
down the whole school.
Yeah, they like shut down the whole thing to like perform voodoo ritual to get the entity gone.
I'm very
Okay.
concerned that 10 children got sick and died from a toilet.
Yeah, only the one
Oh,
did die from what I could
but
tell, and the other
the
10,
ones that
like
just
10 more
didn't.
got sick.
Oh, okay.
Which,
Okay.
yeah, it
That's
was,
not good.
it's not good. No, not good at all.
Like, you shouldn't be getting sick from using a toilet.
Mm-mm.
No, especially at
Unless you're like licking it.
That's
like
not
from
how
a,
you use it. You
yeah,
shouldn't use it that way. They're
No.
not to lick.
no. And it was a government, like, primary school. So, like, it must have been taken care of, I'd imagine. I
You
didn't
don't.
see pictures of the bathroom or
Depends on
anything.
the
I don't
government.
know. Who knows?
Anyway, but they exorcised the bathroom.
They exercised the bathroom with some magic, and the ghost said, "I'm out, fam. I'm dipping.
I'm gonna go back to my tree now.
I'm going back
Screw
to live
you
in the
guys, I'm
tree."
going home.
Yeah. And that one was from Mike Sorito.com/myths and legends haunted bathrooms around the world.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh yeah.
bathrooms. Ghosts love the shit
Ghosts
out of a bathroom.
They love
love
the shit out of it.
They really, really do. It's their favorite thing.
Yes.
It's all the water. They're like,
Yes.
And the energy.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that
And
bathroom was,
Yeah. Yeah.
And people have like, who goes into their bathroom to cry?
Emotional
exactly, yeah,
breakdown.
emotional,
Oh,
emotional
there's like
bathroom
water
scrolling.
there. All of the energy that people go and like, just like get vomit up emotionally in their bathroom.
Oh
Only the
yeah.
ghosts see you crying in the shower.
And then they whistle at you.
Ugh. Freaking, yeah. Whew. Okay. So now I have Oregon's abandoned restroom. So there is a little stone house in Portland. It's known by a number of names: the Trail House, the Witch's House, even the Forest House. But it's mostly referred to as the Stone House. It is not actually a house, but rather the ruins of a public restroom, built along a forest hiking trail nearly a century ago, and now abandoned. Seems that a terrible storm in the 1960s destroyed its waterline. Still, the forest area surrounding the stone house is a magnet for ghost hunters. Ethereal figures holding something that produces blinking lights have been spotted passing amid the trees. Weird disembodied voices have also been reported. Doesn't sound like a place where you'd want to hang out on a dark and stormy night.
Ooh.
Yes.
But I would like to drink a dark and stormy there in the daytime.
Yes. I feel like because it is in the, like, on a hiking trail, it might not be the specific bathroom that's haunted, but like it might just be a haunted trail.
Area.
Like the area is just haunted, yeah. But they do ghost hunt there, and that's where they do see like figures and voices and blinking lights, so there must be something. Maybe the ghost just like having a little shelter. If that's a thing
Maybe.
ghosts like. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I
they
think
do.
so.
They
Yeah.
probably
Like if
do.
I were a ghost and I had to haunt a trail, I would find
Yeah.
a building of some sort.
Yeah.
And
There
that's
are
how you be spooky.
Pavilion.
Yeah. There are cultures that like specifically build like
Little homes
houses
for,
for
ghosts. Yeah.
spirits.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's really cool.
That is really
Oh, yeah.
cool.
So
Got the right idea.
yeah. Good places to haunt. The next one I have is General Horseplay in like Key West, Florida. So, General Horseplay may host the most intriguing bathroom in the Florida Keys. Visitors encounter the spirit of an older man near the bathroom entrance. He doesn't talk to anyone, but if you speak to him, he'll walk into the restroom, looking back as if you were to follow. Few people do. More often, people wait for him to come out so they can take their turn, but the door never opens. They always discover the bathroom empty despite what they saw. Legends hold that the building was a makeshift morgue after a hurricane, but it was also a favorite hangout for Hemingway's sometimes fishing captain and Red Bar's namesake, Wilfred Williams. Many believe the older man in red is looking to show off the bar's Hemingway connection.
So, General Horseplay is a place?
Yeah, it's like a it's like a it's like a bar.
Is it a pub?
Um,
Do they serve food? Is it
they
also a bar and restaurant?
yeah, it was like a
Sorry.
restaurant. Yeah, it was like a bar restaurant combo from the picture. Anyway,
I was thinking like a general of an army, but it's like General Horseplay is like, oh.
no, it's like the name of
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we generally have shenanigans. here.
Yes. I know, my brain went through all those options too. I was like, okay, General Horseplay, like the ghost is fucking around. General Horseplay, like the name of the general is Horseplay.
No.
Or like a nickname. But
No, it's
play.
the place. Yeah, the place. All right.
Would you guys follow the man into the bathroom?
No. That
I
sounds
mean-
like a haunting waiting to happen.
I would follow him because I'm an idiot.
He's gonna
We have already established we'd be the
Eat your
first ones
souls.
fighting a scary Morby.
Morby. That's why I literally have a hoodie that says "Not the final girl."
I'm too curious.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last story is the Key West Theater. The oldest Baptist church in Key West had a bad relationship with fire, according to some legends. It burned down in 1866 at the hands of a jealous minister. Several children were said to die during the tragic event. It was torched again and burned to the foundation during the Great Fire of 1886. But it was on April 2nd, 1956, that fire that led to the resident spirit haunting the now Key West Theater's relief station. Billy Watkins Moody came to Key West in 1956 and was immediately drawn to the Baptist church. He joined the congregation, and after a few weeks was hired as an organist.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. On the night of April 2nd, Moody entered the church and headed to the choir room at the side of the altar. There, he retrieved a candle, but not to make an offering. Instead, Moody wrapped the candle in a brown paper bag, lit the flame, placed it on the altar, and returned home to sleep. The church burned to the ground, and now bathrooms occupy the space where the old choir room was located. Faucets turn on by themselves, warm spots move across the floor, and the smell of burning wood fills the bathroom and quickly vanishes. People believe this is the ghost of Billy Watkins Moody. They say his spirit has returned to the church in hopes of being forgiven for his sins. And that was from hauntedkeywest.com.
Why did he want to burn down the church where he was an organist?
I don't know. It said like he had a really strong pull to the church. So I'm wondering if it was like not him. Like if it was an entity leading him to burn it down because the building seems to be cursed with fires. Because they had 2 fires previously. So I don't think he didn't have like an actual reason other than whatever may have been pulling him and persuading him to burn it down, along with maybe it was like the other fires that had been there and that like energy and like whatever entity could have done those. I didn't find a lot on like the building itself, like on the original 2 fires. But yeah, I think, especially when something like that has a history of like fires and stuff, or like that kind of thing, it holds that energy, I think. But he didn't have a specific. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it could be that priest is still salty and so he's like attaching and influencing.
Maybe.
Because it's probably demonic.
I definitely say so.
It's a demon.
It's
Obviously.
the demons, yeah.
It's
No,
always
that would make sense too.
I want to say, just for my brain, I want it to be that priest who is just like still pissed off in the afterlife and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna burn it down again.
Probably. That makes most sense, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's
That
probably
poor
that.
moody guy was just like a good vessel because he was easy to influence.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that theory.
That's what
That's
we're
Same.
going
that's
with.
what we're going with. It was the
Yes,
priest.
it was that one.
From beyond.
From beyond. Some, like, personal, like, bathroom spooky stories that I have. They're very not intense. They're just like, yeah. But like I'll hear people walking when I first was going in to get my like student ID and stuff here. There's a super old looking, like old bathroom that I went into, and I heard the sound of like footsteps in the bathroom and like the sink, but like there wasn't anyone else there. That was like the most recent like bathroom haunting besides my apartment, like the light. But yeah, that's basically the level of the bathroom ghost encounters I experience.
Okay.
Yeah, and I already told the other bathroom stories like from our house on a different episode on like I think it's like
The
closet ghosts
closet
and
ghost,
bathroom
yeah.
spirits or something. In that episode,
Yeah.
you can go check it out. I think it's like
It's like
5, 6,
5 or 6, yeah.
something like that. Yeah, go
Early
listen to
ones,
that
so
one.
be prepared.
Yes.
Were we more fun in the earlier episodes? I don't
Maybe.
know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We used to record at night a lot more,
Yeah.
so we would all be like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that again if you guys want. If you guys prefer
Hop on.
night drunk. Not actually drunk, but night drunk.
I might be drunk. Let's just be real here. I might have had a cocktail.
Hell yeah.
The silence.
Just like, yep, we
Yep.
understand.
Hello. Okie dokie.
All right, that's all I've got for you.
Okay. I guess it are my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I've told this story before in like passing, but I'm going to tell it again because it's my
so
favorite.
good.
It's my favorite ghost experience that I've had. So you'll probably hear it 50 more times after this too. Okay. I work as a nursing professor at a college, and I'm often one of the first or one of the few or only people on campus on Friday mornings. I have a favorite bathroom on the second floor. The weird thing about the bathroom at this college, though, is that there is a little entryway with a light, but the other light switch for the bathroom is on the complete other side of the bathroom.
Which is so interesting.
It is. So, like, there's a little, like, entryway, and it's got, like, a tiny light that only lights up the entryway. And then on the other end, there's the actual bathroom light switch.
And you have to walk clear to the back.
Clear to the back
turn it
in
on.
the dim, spooky light.
The electrician that wired that is just like cackling to themselves right now.
They knew
like,
exactly.
You have to walk through that whole dark ass bathroom.
Yeah.
Literally.
So yeah, I flipped on that little light, and I made my way to the other side of the bathroom to turn on the light, and I saw... Lean in real close.
Bum, bum, bum. It.
Full body apparition. It was a woman dressed in formal 90s work attire, a khaki skirt, and like a purplish shiny shirt, like
so super sexy.
super
Oh,
super
yeah.
sexy. Her bangs were in like the swoopy 90s. I don't even know what
I
it's
had
called.
those bangs.
Yeah.
I had
Nice.
those bangs but in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yes, just like big. Yes.
Delicious.
And she was smoking a cigarette. She looked just as surprised to see me as I was to see her, and just like that, she was gone.
She's like, oh fuck,
Oops.
you caught me smoking in the girls' room.
Smoking in the girls' room. I don't know if it was a ghost or a time slip or of someone who like used to work at the college when it was a dental school back in the 80s and 90s. But it also could have just been a ghost
That used to work there.
that used to work there
in the 90s.
in the 90s, or if it's a residual.
She
Ooh.
looked at you though.
She looked
and
at
reacted.
me. She looked at me and reacted.
I don't think it's a
so.
residual.
Did you say you smell the
Yes,
smoke or
I'm getting
no?
there.
You,
I
oh,
did get
okay.
so. On my drive home, I made the connection about something odd about those bathrooms. Every now and then there has been the complaint of the smell of smoke in that bathroom. Only that bathroom.
And like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, and students even got like a warning not to smoke in the building. But I wonder if there is a connection between the smoking woman and the phantom smell of smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There is.
And then after I had like initially told Shandy and Craig the story, I wanted to show them the weird layout of this bathroom. Like, why is it built like that with the light switches? And I took a picture in that bathroom. It was like a day or two later, I can't remember. And I caught a weird anomaly in the same area where I saw the woman standing.
Mm-hmm. It was
wild.
weird.
It was wild.
It's wild. We
It's
need
wild.
to post
We
it.
should post that. We'll post that with our,
Yeah.
if we can remember. We always say that. What?
We're bad.
We're
at
bad.
podcasting. We're bad at remembering.
Oh boy. But yeah, that's my bathroom ghost story. My favorite bathroom ghost story. And then I have a little bit of a bathroom urban legend for you guys.
Ooh.
It's Ture no Hanoko-san. Ture no Hanoko-san is a legend about a young girl's ghost who haunts school restrooms. She is the subject of schoolyard legends across Japan, and the details of her story vary from place to place and generation to generation. She is sort of like a Japanese Bloody Mary.
Ooh.
She is usually said to look like a little school girl.
A school
with
girl.
bobbed hair.
Girl.
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 A school ghoul.
A school girl.
A school girl.
But she has bobbed hair, and she's wearing a white shirt and a red skirt with suspenders. In most versions of the story, Hanoko-san haunts the third stall in the third floor toilets of the schoolhouse. If a student knocks on her stall 3 times and asks if Hanoko is there, a scratchy voice will reply, "Yes."
Nope.
If the student opens the stall door, Hanoko-san will pull them down into the toilet and kill them. The precise steps to summon her spirit and the way in which she reacts to being called vary greatly from school to school. There is also a version of the story where if someone enters the stall after knocking 3 times, a 3-headed lizard will eat them.
Sounds right.
Sounds right. Like a girl-sized lizard. Not like
A girl-sized lizard.
3-headed, student-sized,
Yes.
elementary student-sized lizard.
Yes.
No. No.
That one.
Yeah.
Some versions of the legend also include methods to escape from Hanoko-san, such as by showing her ghost something that she hates. For example, a test sheet with a perfect score,
Oh.
That's funny.
a school lunch milk carton,
Mm.
and so on. I don't know what so on means, but
But
Could be anything.
the author thought we would know.
yes.
I wonder if it's like a broken pencil lead. Like a pencil with
Maybe.
a broken lead, so you can't do
Ooh.
your test. And
Maybe.
fail.
Yeah.
Who knows? Only Hanoko-san knows.
Only Hanoko-san.
Her legend has roots dating back as far as the 1950s,
Ooh.
but it reached
wow.
the peak of popularity in the 1980s and 90s.
Checks out.
It is said that nearly every school in Japan had its own legend of Ture no Hanoko-san at this time. Many schools invented origin stories for their own version. In some versions, she was a schoolgirl who was being chased by a madman. She ran to her school and hid in the third floor toilet's third stall.
Three.
Yes. But the man found her and murdered her. And because it was a holiday, nobody found her body for several days. In
Ooh.
other versions, she was a student during the Pacific War. She was playing hide and seek with her friends and hid in the third floor bathroom when the air raid sirens went off. She was unable to hear the sirens, so she continued to hide in the stall while her classmates were all evacuated to an air raid shelter. She died in a fire when her school was struck by a bomb. But her spirit continues to hide in that bathroom to this day. Other versions claim that she was a victim of constant abuse, either by her parents or by school bullies, and she completed suicide in that particular bathroom stall. Or that a pit latrine at the school was left open by mistake and she fell in and drowned.
Oh, that's the worst one.
That is the worst one.
Drowning in poo-poos and pee-pees.
No.
Yeah, that would just be a terrible way to go.
I can't.
Hanoko is generally just a spooky presence meant for a good scare. She appears in numerous anime series and television shows and is pretty much a star.
Please, I'm a star.
The legend is well known because it is essentially an urban legend associated with schools all over Japan. Since the 1990s, it has also been used in movies, so it became part of popular culture, not just orally transmitted or local folklore.
That one was wild.
That one was wild.
Would you guys dare to try to conjure Hanoko-san?
No,
I mean,
leave her alone.
I tried to conjure Bloody Mary, so I probably would have.
Who hasn't tried
Yeah.
to conjure Bloody Mary? I might leave her an offering and tell
Yeah.
her it's okay to, like, leave and go live her best ghoul life somewhere else.
As a child, because I did do Bloody Mary, I probably would have done this.
Yeah. But as an adult, probably not. I just feel bad.
Yeah, maybe
that
not
in
as an
any
adult.
way that she would be trapped there is real sad. Or if she thinks she's trapped.
And this was from Japanese bathroom ghosts on
Ooh.
Linker.com.
Oh, I think I came across that too.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have a story from yourghoststories.com.
It's a great website.
It
by
is
the
a
way.
great. If you want to just browse hundreds and thousands of
Hundreds of thousands.
hundreds of thousands
Hundreds of
of
thousands.
people's personal ghost stories, yourghoststories.com is the shit.
And you can pick countries.
Yes.
You can pick the type of ghost story you want to read. Like, it has a little filter that you can go in and... Because I looked on there specifically for bathroom stories.
Yes. Yes. Samesies.
We're not the same person.
Okay. Nope, not at all. So, Ghosts in the Shower by Patricia Chan on yourghoststories.com. Okay. In 1974, my family and I rented a house for a year while we were searching for a house to purchase. Many things happened during this one-year stay. There were 3 bathrooms in the house, 2 in the main house, and 1 in the outside servants' quarters. All 4 children were locked in at one time or another in the bathrooms. My personal experience with the 1 to 2 hour incarceration
my
was
gosh.
very traumatic for a 10-year-old.
Whoa.
The bathroom door would not open. It was not locked, and the doorknob would turn, but the door would not open. While I was on the inside, several people from the household were on the outside trying to open the door. Finally, after a couple of hours, the door just opened. This also happened to my siblings.
That's rude.
That
That
is
is a rude ghost.
Yeah. For 1 to 2 hours, that's
That's
a long
an insane
time.
amount of time. Like, I've had something similar happen, but it's been like a few minutes.
Yeah.
And even that, just trying to get out for like a little bit of time was really scary.
Yeah.
Because you're like, why can't I open the door?
Yeah. Then, especially if you're like claustrophobic, you start to panic. Several times during our stay, my great aunt would come stay the night. She said that during one of those stays, in the late evening, when everyone was asleep, she would hear the shower turn on, and she would go and investigate, thinking that one of us kids is playing with water. As soon as she enters the bathroom, the shower would stop, and there would be no evidence that the shower was ever on. No water in the
that's-
shower stall. So that makes me think
Weird.
it was mimicking the sound of the shower.
Which they like to mimic sounds.
They do like to
sometimes.
mimic sounds.
I don't know what's
while she
worse.
was-
Like, they're actually being the water, or like it mimicking the
Mimicking
water
the-
sound.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sound.
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
shower turning on and running.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
But like then there's no water in it, and there's no way it could dry that fast.
Yeah.
Nope.
While she was
I hate
in
both.
one bathroom investigating, the shower in the other bathroom would turn on, and she would go to investigate that. So like
kind of hilarious.
it'd be on one side of the house,
And then-
turn like make the shower sound, and then when she'd get to that bathroom, it would run to the next bathroom and be like. That is funny. That
Then
is
it's just sitting
It's
there
It's like, I'm running.
giving trickster.
Oh yeah,
It's giving trickster.
definitely trickster.
After finding the shower stall in the same state, dry, she knew that there was something going on in the house that is out of the ordinary. My mother would also notice that in the mornings, all the closets would be wide open. She thought that the house must be tilted and the closet doors are opening due to gravity. To stop this, she put chairs in front of the closets to stop the doors from opening overnight.
Did it
The
stop
one
them
time-
though?
The one time she did this, she found all the chairs pushed away from the closets and all the doors were open.
Oh, the ghost is like, you can't
Nope.
stop me with a fucking chair.
Like, ha ha ha.
My mother also lost a red cross pendant while we were in the house. She had a set of bright red jewelry, which included earrings, a ring, and a large red cross, about 2 to 3 inches long. She usually keeps her jewelry set together, so when she lost the cross and not the earrings or the ring, she was sure they didn't keep it in some other place. She searched the whole house and every possible nook and cranny that it could be in, but couldn't find it. To this day, she still has the earrings and ring, but the cross pendant was never found. After leaving the house and realizing that it was haunted, she gave it to whoever took it.
She's like,
Oh.
you just keep that.
Yeah.
You just go on ahead and keep that red cross. That is yours now.
That is yours. My father saw a shadow of a young boy walking around his bed, and because he was half asleep, thought that it was my brother. He asked the boy to go back to sleep, and my mother was surprised because she said that my brother was asleep in their bed next to my dad.
Ooh.
Sleep brain, you know. You're just like, oh, go back to bed.
It's actually a ghost.
Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
My sister had bouts of sleepwalking while we were living in this house. She was never known to sleepwalk and has never done so after we left the house. We would find her behind the TV in the hallway, etc.
Oh.
Ew. Poor thing.
I don't.
That's scary for
That
her.
is scary. The week we were moving out of the house, we left our laundry woman working in the outside servants' quarter while the main house was locked. She said that she heard someone playing with a basketball. Thinking that we were home, she went to the window where she heard the sound and couldn't see the ball or anyone inside the house. However, she could hear the basketball being bounced on the other side of the house.
So it moved again.
It moved again, yeah.
Mm.
After knocking on the door and determining that no one was home, she also believed that the house was haunted.
Well, yeah, I would too.
Yes. Yep. I mean, there's some pretty solid evidence when several people
Yes.
are experiencing something.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely just like confirms, like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe something is
Maybe
going
something
on.
is definitely, we have a trickster.
Yeah, because it's not like just a one-time thing that, like, oh, maybe it was actually the wind, or maybe I was sleepwalking or whatever. Like, multiple people are experiencing something.
Yeah.
I hate that it was not letting them out of the bathroom.
No, I
That is
don't like
wrong.
that either.
Like, sure, play, turn on the water, move chairs, cool.
Yeah.
Don't lock me in a small room.
No.
No. Upon leaving the house, our neighbors finally told us the story of the house.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Apparently, the previous owners, not the owners we were renting from, had 2 children, a teenage girl and a young boy. While the parents were on vacation, both children were killed by their nanny while taking a shower. The nanny also proceeded to bury the kids under the home's foundation. The
Jeez.
bodies have since been moved, but there is a cement block under the house with the children's names on it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Like a memorandum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that. That's
That's
so
so
sad.
sad. But it makes sense why there's
Yeah.
so much activity. Traumatic events usually leave a stain.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. One more about haunted workplaces.
I have one too.
Yay! So this is The Bathrooms at My Office Are Haunted by Better Ad 8307 on Reddit. I work in an office connected to a large warehouse. The facility is a new build, less than 3 years old. I'm not sure what was on the property before they built, but I'm researching that. Best guess is farmland right now. Today, before a Zoom call, I went to the women's restroom. There are 4 stalls total, 3 regular and 1 handicap. All 4 stalls were empty. The doors opened slightly. I went to the handicap one at the end of the row of stalls because I'm claustrophobic. I close the door and slide the latch to lock. Then, less than 2 seconds after the stall door next to me slams loudly. Then the stall door on the end slams too. No one followed me into the bathroom that I could hear, so I quickly opened the door and went to see if either of those stalls were occupied, but they were empty. I went back into the handicap stall and tried to recreate this, but nothing happened the second time. I closed the door. All 4 stall frames are connected, so that would be the most logical explanation, but I wasn't able to get them to slam or even move at all. I finish up, wash my hands, and run to the receptionist to tell her, and she tells me that in the other adjoining bathroom, there are 2 single bathrooms separate from the women's room, she has had the automatic towel dispenser go off. I've been in there on several occasions before, and the lights also will flicker on and off.
Great.
Office ghost loves the
Office
bathroom.
ghosts. After the meeting, I find someone who's been there since the beginning of the building being erected. I asked him what was here before, and he immediately asked if I've had any weird things happen. So I tell him my bathroom story. He said I'm probably the 10th person he's heard tell of slamming doors almost exactly like I described my experience. Not just in the bathrooms, in the C-suite area I was in, but in the warehouse bathrooms as well. There are folks that refuse to go into certain stalls due to unexplained things that have happened to them. I'm pretty excited that we might have our own Moaning Myrtle. There have not been any workplace fatalities to explain this, so I'm going to start researching the history of the land to see what was there before my company built our facility. Also looking at buying an EVP recorder and doing a little amateur sleuthing as well. Mood. Please offer up suggestions if there are any reliable apps as well. Thanks for reading. I will say, fatalities don't have to happen somewhere, and deaths don't have to happen somewhere for there to be ghosts. Ghosts can
Ghosts
be
just do what they
anywhere.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't, like, people are always like, but no one's died in this house. We're the only people that have ever lived here. Well, my dear, maybe you, in fact, are haunted. It's not the house.
It's not the house. It's you.
Or someone's just wandering through. Or there's so many things.
They're, passer-throughers are pretty common, actually.
Yes, they are. Which is fine.
Yeah.
They can come and go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes people decide they like somewhere, so they just
They just hang out. It's theirs now.
Okay.
And those are my bathroom ghost stories.
Hell yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
They sound fun. They're fun. Except for the locking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate
Like,
that.
that's such a long amount of time. Like, that poor
Yeah,
little
like
kid.
an hour or two.
Yeah.
Well, at 10 minutes felt like an hour or two, but the fact that there were adults trying to
Yeah.
get in
Yeah.
and they couldn't, and they would know the time frame better than a little kid
Yeah.
scared in a bathroom. So
And then it just opens.
yeah,
Yeah.
that pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Yeah.
be like, absolutely not. We are not playing this game.
It was probably just, like, leaning against the door, like, having a laugh.
Probably.
I wonder what would have happened if they would have asked nicely for the door
That's
to open.
a good question.
Because my TV acts up from time to time and will turn itself back on. And Luke will be like, Mom, the TV's on again. After, like, I had just turned it off because we're all going to bed.
Yeah.
So I'll just nicely say, hey,
Turn
while
off
you're
the
here,
TV.
please turn the TV off. And it turns off.
Yeah.
But it only listens to me. If I'm not home, I think it's happened to Luke before, and it has listened to him, but it's just funny, because it'll just turn itself right back off after I ask.
Yeah, that is so wild. Yeah, usually, spirits or entities or whatever you're dealing with, if you, like, respect them and talk to them like you would a human person, they'll respond in a respectful way most of the time.
A lot of times they just want you to know they're there.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not trying to scare you. They
No.
just want someone to know they're there.
Yeah. And I swear, sometimes ghosts just, like, forget decorum. And
Yes.
They
they
do.
don't know that they're being weird or scary.
Right? They're like, I could just gently knock this cup off. It'll be fine. Then they'll know I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the person on the other end is like, ah!
What
That
is
reminds
it?
me- Have you watched Ghosts?
Yes.
Yes!
Is
In
it
the
Trevor? who
yeah,
can-
in the US version it's Trevor, in the UK it's Julian.
Yes.
Yeah. And it takes like all their effort and they're like shaking and,
And like,
straining.
it goes like a little
Yes.
like on a saucer.
Yeah. So maybe they're just trying their damnedest and it's hard and
It
it's
is hard.
spooky on our end, but it's ridiculous on their end. I don't know.
Yeah. If you dear listeners haven't taken the time to watch both versions of that show, it's
Worth it.
It's so worth it.
It's good.
I love the one that Mary on
Mary,
the UK
yeah.
version. She's my favorite.
Yes, I love her.
She's hilarious.
She is funny.
It lived through the night. How nice.
How nice.
Nice.
I should like to get sucked off.
Sucked up.
Oh,
Can we go with something else?
let me have this.
Good times.
Good times. Yeah, go watch Ghosts.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
Okay.
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 Okay. Here we go. So my first one, I'm gonna move this over here.
Okay.
Okay. My first one is from Reddit, and it's by someone named All Dem Boats.
Hell yeah.
All them boats.
All them boats.
Yeah.
Love it.
The bathroom is haunted?
Ooh.
About 3 months ago, I started a new job. What I do isn't that important or relevant.
Okay.
I started noticing strange things going on in the women's bathroom pretty much immediately. If you dig on my profile, you'll see I'm NB. I don't know what that means. Oh, I know what NB means. I'm an idiot. She's
Non-binary.
They are non-binary.
Yes.
I use the women's because I'm not out at work. Okay.
Okay.
Not important, but I figured I'd clear the air about it now. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, all damn boats.
All them boats.
Anyway, the women's restroom has 3 stalls side by side with a handicap stall taking up the entire back wall. I am so sorry. I can't stop tapping my goddamn feet. If you guys are hearing that and you're like, what the fuck? I'm real sorry. My tism is strong today. Or my,
Tap, tap,
yeah,
tap,
my
tap, tap,
weird,
tap.
I do lots of weird self-soothing with my feet. I don't know. Sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway. Okay, so the women's restroom has 3 stalls side by side. What is it with 3 stalls and
I
those
don't
bathrooms
know.
being haunted? That has been a common
That
theme
has
today.
been a common theme. There's
The-
3 stalls in my bathroom at my school.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyway, the women's restroom has 3 stalls side by side with a handicapped stall taking up the entire back wall. Altogether, they make sort of an L shape. Okay. The 3rd stall, right next to the so there's 3 regular size stall and then a big handicapped
Okay.
stall that takes up the entire back wall, making the L
Gotcha.
shape.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
At least twice a week, I will walk past that stall, so the 3rd stall next to the handicap stall, I take luxury poos in the handicap stall. I like to live a little. I thought that was hilarious when I read it. I was cackling to myself in my office at work.
Yes, they've got jokes.
Yeah. And see, okay, so they're walking by that third stall and see someone standing in the stall, not moving, facing the wall with the door open.
Ooh.
Bizarre.
Mm-mm.
Like, who does that? Weird. I mean, you can do that if you want.
can
If
do
that
that,
makes
yeah.
you happy.
You
go
have
for
free
it.
will.
Yeah. They are always wearing a black and white sweater. No florals exactly, but not just abstract blobs either.
Okay.
They have shoulder-length, very shiny black hair. Because of course they do. I've never gotten a close look at what bottoms they're wearing, but they're a dark color. The first dozen times I thought, what a weird way to stand in a stall. I would have thought that too. And tried to look at the shoes once I sat down, only to see nothing. No shoe. No shadow. Nothing.
Mm.
Did they manage to leave the stall in the few seconds it took me to get in there? Like, they're just logically going through, how could they have left so fast without me hearing them leave?
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't even flush or wash their hands or open the door to leave.
What?
Most office bathrooms or public bathrooms have heavier doors. They make a noise.
They do.
They're not silent by any means. So, okay. Sometimes I will walk in and hear noises as though someone is shaking the toilet paper dispenser in the bathroom. Just, fuck you! As soon as I get to it, silence and nothing to be seen. That toilet flushes by itself sometimes, which is a feat because it isn't motion censored.
Ooh,
It's like a flush
line.
like an old school flush toilet. The custodian often complains about how there's always dust and toilet paper on the floor in that stall, but she can't find a source for the dust. The ceiling tiles above are in good shape and there's no holes in the wall. I think it's dust from the it's toilet paper dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're sitting there shaking the dispenser.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
They're like ripping to shreds a
Yes.
toilet, the
The roll.
The roll. I'm
Oh,
all.
are you guys still there?
What is that?
The toilet paper
The
roll.
toilet paper roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The ceiling tiles above are in good shape and there's no holes in the walls. So there's no, real reason there's dust and toilet paper all the time in this stall. Other than there's a ghost shaking the toilet paper dispenser.
Mm.
I have no idea the history of this building, and most of the people here have been here less than 3 years and joke about the problem stall having been a problem since they got here. As a typical skeptic, I hesitate to outright say there's a ghost, but I really can't explain everything that goes on in that stall.
Oh.
Like the person that magically disappears.
Yeah.
Explain that.
It's so fun when a skeptic gets
It's
to
like,
experience something.
Why? It's funny.
Yeah, and they sound like they looked for explanations. They tried to figure it out.
They're
and
trying to
couldn't.
logic it away as hard as they can, and they
Yeah.
can't logic it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it sounds like there's too many other people that have had similar experiences that they can't just write it off and be like, I was just hallucinating. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather not be hallucinating. I would rather it be a ghost than a mental health crisis.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's less scary to me. Okay, so I'm going to tell one of Peter's work bathroom stories.
Ooh.
So he works in a really old building. It was built, I think, in the 1930s.
It's old.
It's really old.
It's old.
And it's, they do industrial rubber hoses, and the equipment has gotten safer over the years, but they still are in trouble with OSHA a lot. And people have died. People have gotten seriously maimed. They've lost appendages. They've had their whole face and jaw cracked open from the machinery. Like, it's dangerous there if you aren't paying attention and even sometimes if you are, if a machine malfunctions and explodes.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so there is an old pump house, because the plant used to be operated on steam, but it's not anymore. And I could be wrong about that. But they call this place the pump house. And in the pump house, there's a bathroom that a lot of the people there don't know about if you're not, like, part of the maintenance staff, like my husband is. And then, so they call that the executive washroom.
Ooh.
And,
Bougie.
and, yeah, Pete's bougie. And he likes to go there and take private poops, which I don't blame him. I don't want anyone. I have the bathroom at work I poop into.
Yeah.
So, it was snowing this day, and, like, fresh snow, and there wasn't a lot of people at work that day, and so he makes his way out to take his executive washroom poop, and he's sitting there pooping, and it sounds like the door opens, and then there's footsteps, and then nothing. No stalls open, no more footsteps, the door doesn't reopen for someone to walk out. So I think he calls out, and no one answers.
Ooh.
And then he finishes up, and he washes his hands, and he's going out. There's only his footsteps in the snow.
Ew.
No one
That
else's.
is spooky.
Mm-hmm. And that happens all the time to multiple people.
Ooh.
That's
Nope.
one time that he could not be like, someone's fucking with me. Because there, like, you literally can't walk up there in the snow and not leave footprints. Unless you're a ghost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That, I like that.
Yeah. And then, at the tattoo shop I worked at when it was in Pleasant Grove, because it moved to American Fork halfway through my time there. Anyway, it was in the basement of what used to be the old courthouse and jail in Pleasant Grove in Utah.
So already we've got like
Yeah.
a spooky.
It's got a
setup.
backstory.
Bum bum bum.
So, and it's a big building, and the tattoo studio was huge. It was just one huge open space, and we had our little stations in it. So from the street, you would walk down a set of concrete stairs. So, like, the door from the street is here. You walk down the stairs, and then they turn, and then there's a little landing. And on that landing, if you're coming from the stairs to your right, is a door that leads to a bathroom.
Okay.
This bathroom has no window. It's underground, like it's in a basement. There's no window. There's only that door to get in or out.
Okay.
Okay. And then after you get out of that little landing space, it opens up into a bigger space where we had like our jewelry counter and the cash register and the receptionist or the artist. Like, you would sit and wait for people to come in to greet them.
Okay.
So I was there at the cash register reception area, and this man in heavy boots, like, the door opens, the bell rings, he clomps down the stairs. He's got kind of like this length, darker hair, and he's like in a hurry. Like, he is frantic to get into that bathroom.
Gotta take
like,
a
he's
poo.
like stomping, and he's wearing a black and red plaid shirt and jeans and like work boots. And he is solid. He looks as real as Kylie does sitting next to me. And so he goes into the bathroom, shuts the door, and I'm waiting for him to come out. And at this point, like, one of my coworkers, like, they're meandering in and out, and we're chatting, and I'm just, like, sitting here going, what is this guy doing? So I kind of, like, I asked the guys, I'm like, this man has been in the bathroom for a really long time. Like, what if he had a fucking heart attack?
Oh.
And so we go and we knock, like, I get reinforcement because I'm thinking it's a real person.
Right.
Ghost is not on my mind at all. We knock on the door, nothing. And so we open it and it's not locked.
Ooh.
Open it, no one's there.
Nope.
There's no way he could have left and went up the stairs in those heavy work boots. These are concrete stairs. And the bell would have dinged. Like, there's no way he could have left without me hearing him. Because I sat there the whole time other than to stick my head back and just say, like, guys, like, help me come and see if this guy is okay. So, yeah, he was so real looking that I didn't even realize I had seen a full body apparition until years after thinking about this event.
That is so wild.
And I'm like, oh shit, I have seen a few full body apparitions, but they were so real, it just didn't click in my head, which sounds bananas, but it's what happened.
Yeah.
It probably happens
so
more
easy.
than you think, which is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you
when
don't
I was
even
out at
realize
the
it.
thrift store, and the man in the tan shirt walked behind me, And I asked Daphne, like, did you see that man? And she's like, what are you talking about? Because he never, like, came out the other side behind me. Yeah. Weird.
I like it.
Okay, I got one more.
Yay!
Oh, hell yeah.
So we were at Ruby River Steakhouse in Provo.
Yes.
I can't remember. Were you guys there with us that
I
time?
think we were for Xander's graduation.
Yeah, we were there for Xander's graduation dinner. And so this Ruby River is attached to a hotel, and the bathrooms for the restaurant are in the hotel lobby. So you have to physically fully leave the restaurant, walk through a hotel lobby into this little hallway, and the bathrooms are there.
Yes.
So there are 4 stalls.
Sounds right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's 4 stalls,
Yeah.
and I was in the one at the very back of the bathroom, and I had peed, and I was like, just, minding my own business, zipping up my pants, and then all of a sudden I feel like this whoosh, and I hear like this, ah! And I'm just like I got like unsteady, and I kind of fell against the stall, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like this woman just comes whooshing and screaming through me, and then out,
That
like
is
through the wall.
So wild.
Yeah. And I come out, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I don't remember if I told you guys right away.
You didn't tell us. You told us like later.
Yeah, because I was like just so like, oh my god, that was weird. It reminded me of the movie. Fuck, now I don't remember the movie. It's where the little girl dies. Well, she gets murdered by the neighbor, and her ghost goes running through one of her
Lovely
friends.
Bones.
Yes.
Yes. Love that movie.
It was like that, where her soul went like running through that other girl that she went to school with. That's what it reminded me of.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very spooky.
Haunted steakhouse bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
I like it.
Wild.
Thank you. Thank you.
So are we all gonna go play Bloody Mary after this?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Guys,
of course.
We have to.
Oh. Well, thanks everyone for being here with us.
Yeah,
I hope
thank
you
you, guys.
enjoy this spooky poopin' episode.
Yes.
Spooky poopin'.
Poop-episode.
Episode.
I'm grounded. Okay.
Okay.
We have socials.
We do.
We do.
We want your stories.
We want
We-
your stories.
You can send them
Send us your stories.
to.
At
Seance with my siblings at gmail.com.
Yes.
Watch Craig on TikTok.
Ah.
Everybody else is doing right now.
Yeah. Seance with my siblings.
Seance
we have an
with my
Instagram.
siblings. Seance with my siblings.
If TikTok does end up going away,
Mhm.
you can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr,
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, Facebook even. We have a Facebook.
We're never on it.
We have gotten a couple more followers on Facebook actually, so we probably
thanks,
should be
everyone.
more active
We probably
on
should.
there.
Mhm.
Facebook can be fun too because we can like they can
Memes.
interact and post memes and share stuff. So yeah, we should probably.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Facebook is just Facebook.
Yeah.
I always forget about it.
Um.
Watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
You want to see us gabbing?
Our beautiful post yoga faces.
Yeah, my gross, sweaty, greasy hair wash day hair.
Oh yeah.
You want to see Craig's handsome mug?
His visage.
Then watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or keep listening to us wherever you listen to us. And
Yeah. Oh, and we have now been on Real Hauntings with Noah Daniels 3 times?
did you see that? Was that a shadow?
I do not know.
If you guys saw that, let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened.
Oh, weird. Your video just like froze right then.
Wrestling.
Yeah, I saw our gray orb go by us. Okay.
If you see it in the video, or we can go back and watch it later too.
Yeah.
But if you see it,
Let us know.
let us know. And thanks to all our new listeners. We've been on Real Hauntings with Noah Daniels. You should check him out. He has a
he has
backlog.
a huge backlog. He's been doing his podcast for what, 7? Maybe over 7 years?
Yeah.
Like I just found him like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So after you've binged our podcast,
Go on
listen to
over.
him.
And if you came from his podcast, welcome and
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you so much.
Thanks for checking us out. And
wave at the microphone.
Wave at the microphone. Bye.
I was about to say, and welcome to the seance.
And welcome to the seance.
End seance.
And we need to figure out something to say. Like, how do people end seances?
They say goodbye.
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 No, say goodbye.
Bye. Y'all come
Goodbye.
back real soon, you hear?
All right, seriously. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.